So, you want to start a company business in China? This video is exactly for you. In this video, we will be talking about some updates regarding starting a company in China. Now, if you're new in this channel, before we go ahead, I would like to talk about our company briefly. Our company is a legal and accounting firm. We are based in Shanghai. We provide company formation, liquidation, and special licenses, also accounting and legal services to entrepreneurs or companies coming into the Chinese market. And also at the same time, we have the same services in Hong Kong. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, you can always find our contacts on the screen or below this video. The main points I want to talk about today are divided into 4 parts. Number 1, I will be talking about the changes happened in 2025. Number 2, I will be talking about banking options that we started offering for companies and entrepreneurs. Number 3, I will be talking about Shanghai FTZ and what kind of services that we offer in that specific zone within Shanghai and why you need to consider Shanghai FTZ for your future company in China. Lastly, I will be talking about the city of Yiwu, which is in Zhejiang province of China, very close to Shanghai. And we talk about how Yiwu can be used, that city can be used for people who don't have any academic degree to obtain a work visa. Now let's start one by one. Number 1, the changes. In 2025, we've experienced a lot of changes, so I want to name a few most important ones. Number 1, from 2025 onwards, we are offering expedited service for company formation in China. If you remember, if you watched our previous videos, we talked about this before and it was paused, but now from 2025, we are offering the same service again. It means that you can obtain your company's license through us within only 5 days. You just have to contact us and tell us that you want to speed it up, and we will be glad to assist you with that. Number 2, change. Now, banks in Shanghai, if you register a company through us, again, because this is because of the relationship that we built with several banks here, they are opening bank accounts with only one person. Previously, if you watched our previous videos, director and supervisor, they were asked to come to China in person. Now, only the director will be enough. So if you don't have the second person, you don't have a company supervisor in your China company, then this is an ideal, perfect change for you. You can open a company bank account only by visiting yourself. That's it. Next thing, regarding office. Again, several things have changed. Now, basically, you must get an office in China, in Shanghai, physical office, if only you want to do VAT refund or you want to apply for company's work visa. Rest of the situations, you don't really have to rent an office here because, again, we are working with several banks here who agree to open a company bank account without a physical office space. More on that, you can contact us, we'll explain to you. Next change, and this is already mentioned on several videos, again here, our company has been restructured. We are now legal and accounting firm based in Shanghai. So basically now we don't outsource legal and accounting services, but we take care of these services ourselves in-house. Okay, we do the accounting firsthand, we do the legal services firsthand. Let's go to the next chapter. Next chapter is banking options for Hong Kong companies. That is a painful moment, painful point for entrepreneurs, individuals who are registering companies in Hong Kong. Why? Because opening a traditional bank account in Hong Kong is extremely slow and it's very hard. Usually Hong Kong banks, traditional banks, they require a personal visit. number of employees in Hong Kong who should be residents in Hong Kong, citizens of Hong Kong. And also, most importantly, your company must have a physical office space in Hong Kong. Otherwise, the banks there, they will not consider your application. That is a well-known fact. Now, what we are offering as a solution to such companies and individuals is we open something called NRA account, which stands for non-resident bank account for Hong Kong companies or some other foreign companies in mainland China. To illustrate this, imagine you open a company in Hong Kong. We can help you with that. Or you open a company in Singapore. Or let's say you open it in Dubai even. Most of the important jurisdictions. You are struggling to open a traditional bank account in that same jurisdiction. The solution is here, is non-resident bank account in mainland China for your foreign company, basically. So that is a traditional bank. It's not a fintech option. It's a brick and mortar traditional bank. But of course, being a traditional bank, they require your physical presence here. You need to visit. Of course, we're going to talk to you. We're going to talk to the bank. We're going to arrange a suitable time for both sides. Now, on that appointment date, you will have to visit Shanghai with your company documents and passport, obviously. And then the account opening takes only a few days. But you only have to visit once. That's it. You don't have to stay for a few days. Just one visit, next day you can leave. And rest of the process will continue without you. But it's only a few days. After a few days, you will have a fully functional banking account in mainland China for your foreign company. And that NRA account is not subject to Chinese taxes. It's outside of the Chinese tax system. So that is a perfect solution for companies who are doing business with China but don't have an account. Now, another banking solution I want to mention, because, you know, being in this industry, we get contacted, we get approached by many individuals, many companies from Russia as well. Sometimes they ask us, okay, can I, directly do business with China? Unfortunately, that is not possible right now due to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And it's not only Russia nowadays. Actually, Ukraine and Belarus, they are also in sanctions, basically, in the Chinese banking system. So basically, Chinese banks are not opening accounts for Russian citizens, Belarusian citizens, and also Ukrainian citizens. Don't ask me why, because it's something that out of our control. We just concern ourselves with the services, okay? The rest of the things, it's politics, and we don't touch that. Now, if you are a citizen of one of these countries, Russia, Belarus, or Ukraine, you can get in touch with us. We have one banking solution in China. One of the banks in China, I'm not going to name it here because of sensitivity. One of the banks in China, they are offering bank accounts for the citizens of the aforementioned countries. And we will be glad to help you to open a bank account, in mainland China for your business in China, basically, with Russia. And they are able to receive payment from Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine. Now, next chapter, I want to talk about FTZ. Shanghai Pilot FTZ, as you know, it's located in about 80 to 90 kilometers from Shanghai city. It's near the port of Shanghai. It's also called Pudong Shanghai Pilot FTZ. So basically, this is located at the most busiest, one of the largest ports in the world, which is Shanghai Port. And this FTZ is an ideal location. We are already working with this FTZ. Is an ideal location for assembling companies, manufacturing companies, and also sometimes trading and logistics companies who need an immediate access to the port. The companies which should be or which want to be near the port because of the timing, for example. They cannot afford to lose time because of the transportation. Like I mentioned, it's 90 kilometers away from downtown. So if your company is located here, for example, in Songjiang or some Pudong district, you will be very far. But the time is very important for you. You might consider Shanghai FTZ for your company. And also FTZ offers easier visa solutions for your personnel. So that means that your personnel, your team, yourself even as a company director, if you consider living near the port of Shanghai, that means renting an apartment, renting an office, then compared to the rest of Shanghai, getting your work visa in Shanghai FTZ is much easier. So please get in touch with us. We'll explain to you. Lastly, I want to talk about the city of Yiwu. As I mentioned, it's in Zhejiang province of China. Yiwu is very, very close to Shanghai. By train, it only takes 1 hour, 1.5 hours at most. And why we offer Yiwu is mostly because in the city of Yiwu, bachelor degree is not required to get a company's work visa. In Shanghai, most of you know, in Shanghai, there are several options, but most common one is you need to provide an academic degree from recognized university to get a work visa through your own company. There are a bunch of options for people without a degree, but they are expensive. In Shanghai, like category A, for example, is going to cost you 60,000 per month salary and then 10,000 yuan per month personal income tax, which is not cheap. And also point-based system available in Shanghai, but that is for people who are above 35 years old, because in order to substitute for your degree, you need to provide that 15 plus years work experience. In Yiwu, none of that exists. In Yiwu, even if you don't have an academic degree, you can still apply for work visa with ease. And the requirements are not very high. So please get in touch with us. We're going to help you. Now to summarize, again, guys, some things have changed. Chapter 1, we talked about banking solutions for Russian citizens, Belarusian or Ukrainian, and also NRA account, non-resident account for foreign companies. FTZ, please consider that for your China company. Lastly, Yiwu. Get in touch with us. Like I mentioned to you, our contact details are always on the screen. Below the screen, you will have a lot of links to us, to our website, or if you want to purchase a consultation, one-to-one consultation via Zoom, you can go ahead and do that on our website, and we will be glad to assist you with your China business. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.